kick off the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome into the next week of the Goldenrod Challengers League podcast. We have just had week 4 and we had some interesting games. We're now heading into a break while we have some changes happening to the league, and we'll talk about that very shortly. But I'm here, Spartan Tano, and I have my colleague Chaotic SB on here. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, I'm back from holiday. Batman has returned. With my trusty Robbie, I did watch the previous podcast. I was very flattered to hear it referred to as the Chaos Show. I love it.
Yeah, it was funny. And then me and Robo just let it all down by being terrible at the Pokemon quiz. But, you know.
Oh, I was so disappointed watching that. I was like, how many did you get in the end?
No, we ended up with like 110 or something in total, which isn't too bad, to be fair.
Kind of is.
Nah, because I feel like you just end up forgetting about Pokemon that exist, bro. Like
you don't. You rattle off about 50 or 60 in a good couple of minutes, and then it all falls into place. It's all good.
But what we should discuss is that there have been some big changes to the league this week. I mean, we've had the departure of 2 teams because they've disbanded. I think they've had a bit of a tough time in this league, and we've ended up with 2 teams leaving, and that's going to make some changes to the league, some exciting changes. So I'll let you go through that one.
Yeah, I mean, we lost Lahar, who disbanded, and that was a shame, because one of the front runners for the league. Players in Phoenix have also, unsurprisingly, decided to leave. I don't think that's as big a loss, and it also gives us an opportunity to replace them with a team that will be a bit closer to the others in terms of ability, and also trial a new format. So we got told quite late on Monday that Vegas leaving, and Vegas left, and then it took me about 20 minutes to decide what we were going to do, so not too much of a hassle. But basically, we now have 8 teams. We've got a brand new team, and I completely forget what they are called. They are a new French team.
Casa Flauteur.
Casa Flauteur, yeah.
There we go.
Gazou Flauteur.
There we go. I hope I haven't butchered that.
We are going to butcher that. Every single time we pronounce it, we're going to butcher it. I had to get their team captain Cascade to send me like a voice clip of how do we say it, and I don't think we were even close that time. But yeah, so we're sticking with 8 teams now, and the other issue of the league was it was just a bit too long. Like, we just thought the teams were going to drop out, especially around the time of UCS. So what we've done now is we've split the league in half. So we've got 2 groups of 4. Each team in each group plays each other twice, and then the top 2 teams from both groups qualify for a top 4 playoff. And because obviously there's been some games played already, we don't want the teams' efforts to have gone to waste. So yeah, we've let them keep their points if they're matched with teams in the group that they've already played. Got to give a huge shout out to Misfits though, because they're the team that have kind of been shafted the hardest throughout this entire situation. They've lost a couple of players, had to bring a couple of players in, but they've also lost basically 7 points from the league. But when we ran it past them, they were just like, no, we just want to play games. So good.
Yeah. So, yeah. We definitely need to shout out that attitude, mate, because that's awesome. That is why we made this league. People are here just to play games, get some practice in. So Misfits, huge shout out to you guys. Really appreciate the sportsmanship coming from you. Really on board with that. So, but yeah, huge changes to the league, chat. So we've now got we've got a group A, we've got a group B. We'll go through that very shortly because we do have some updated standings now that we have a new set of sort of weeks going in. It'll be week 5. We'll have this new format in. So it'll be a break this week. You won't see any action tomorrow or Sunday, but you'll see plenty in the following week. Now, speaking of weeks, obviously last week was quite an interesting one. We actually had a guest caster on board. We had Hikaru, one of the players, over on the... I can't remember what team they played for. I think...
Oblivion G.
Oblivion.
Yeah.
Oblivion.
Why'd you forget that? Come on.
Mate. It's been
Especially
a week.
After the weekend they had, like, come on, they were absolute troopers, because Anlahar dropped out last thing before the actual fixtures were meant to be played on Saturday. And OG last second said, yeah, we'll play 2 games same day, back to back. So we can have 2 games on the stream.
And what a 2 games they were, mate. Considering that, because they got beat by Misfits 3-0, right? And that was an amazing set. But Oblivion came out after that, and they were swinging. They played fantastically. Considering that they had 2 back-to-back sets, it was incredible, and it really put up like my opinion of Oblivion Gaming, and it was already very high on that team. So yeah, to do that back to back is huge, and it meant that Ikaru was able to come and cast with Iron, so they had a lot of fun doing that on the Sunday chat. And we'll also have some more captain casters coming to get involved in the coming week, so do make sure you don't miss that. But I guess there's not much to go through with last week because of the fact that with these teams leaving, we have got a completely new format realistically moving forward that we were going to do for season 2 anyway. That was the plan, so we thought we'll just bring it in a bit earlier. Now that we've got the opportunity to do so, all the captains are quite hyped for it, so yeah, we're excited to get stuck into this one.
And it ends beautifully just before the UCS season starts, so the league stage ends 27th, I believe it is, of October. So literally the last week of October, just before UCS starts, so that's perfect. And obviously, we'd have a date set in stone for the top 4 playoff and grand final, but when we've only got 4 teams to thrash out a date to run it all in, it's going to be a lot easier.
A lot easier. I'm excited for it, man. I think it's it's moving forward, basically. That was the plan. And of course, when week 5 does kick off, chat, we've got the EX Mons that were allowed to be played. Interestingly, there weren't that many in the game. Miraidon was hardly ever played, which I thought was ridiculous, Chaos, right? Clearly that's the most broken one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we were calling for it on cast throughout the 2 sets that we casted together, and we were just expecting to see it, but I don't think it came out at all during the weekend, because I know, obviously, the 2 games on the Saturday, they weren't drafted. We banned it outright immediately as one of our permanent bans in our games, and I don't believe in the other set between Plush Keepers and Blazing Phoenix. I don't think it came out there either.
No,
so, yeah, really surprising. Oh, it did. It did.
It's just crazy, though, isn't it? Like, I was expecting so much Miraidon. I was expecting... I mean, Zacian got played quite a bit, and I think it is in a position where it can be quite comfortable in the role that it plays. But considering a lot of people were banning Ho-Ho, I was quite surprised at it. But I don't think EX Mons outside of Miraidon are something that we really need to be worrying about anymore. I'm not concerned about them. What we do need to worry about is how broken Armor Rouge is with that fire spin set. That petal dance fire move set for Armor Rouge is freaking broken, mate. I don't know what they're gonna... I think that's gonna be banned all weekend when these games kick off.
Mate, it's because it's not just for damage it drops, because it drops a stupid amount of damage. It's for shield as well, the size of the shield and how often it gets it. Like, we were playing a game before, and me, you, and our randoms as well were just peppering this thing with damage for the entire game, and it came out only taking 38k because it had a shield up the entire time. It's just stupid, man.
It is ridiculous. So I don't know. I think that's going to be banned a hell of a lot coming into these next games, Shaq, because it's kind of taken that place of Cerulege before it was nerfed, and Cerulege is still extremely strong. So you know you're going to have those two to really handle, and then you've got more all-rounders that are still in a very strong position. So I'm excited for these games to kick off, but it's really exciting that we now have a league with every single team pretty much being on par with each other. We're going to have some really intense battles, and a huge shout out to the new team coming in. They did play in the French league, the La France Pokemon Unite that Purple does, and they actually took a game off of, was it Plush Keepers? Chaos? Yeah. Took a game off Plush Keepers in that, and they qualified the Plush Keepers, so they're a very solid team. I'm excited to see these guys come in and really cook, and there's literally no one that's going to really compete and take a stand in where they're just going to stomp away with this. And as we mentioned that, we should really have a look at the current stand-ins and I guess make some predictions on where we think this new league is going to end up, this new format at least. So as we move over to the screen here, chat, I mean, you see Robo there. He's not quite with us, but we've got his Masquerada in the background at least. You know, we've got one Batman, one Robin today. So, yeah, here we go. So, Group A and Group B. This is the stand-ins currently as we go into the 5th week. So, we've lost, obviously, some games played due to the teams leaving. So, it's kind of like a reset in a way. Batista's gang are currently up there on Group A, teamed with Mem Ragnarok, 2 points apiece. Feeling pretty strong up there. They've played one game, but they got 2 wins, 1 loss. And then Arcade Aces, Plush Keepers mixed on that bottom as well. We'll see this really flesh out as the weeks go by. Group B, Oblivion Gaming taking an easy lead so far, but Misfits are extremely close behind them, mate.
Yeah, and for the sake of transparency, it wasn't a completely random assignment in these groups. So as you can see, Group A, all on one game played, with Bautista's Gang having played Arcade Aces, Mem Ragnarok having played Plush Keepers. I wanted at least one group where it was pretty much sorted each week, whether it be 2 games each week, and there wouldn't be any issues. And then Group B, Oblivion did us a massive solid of playing their second game against Team Int super early, and obviously the whole point of them doing that was to knock a game off the end. So I thought it was a bit harsh if I was to say, right, well, we're going to split those 2 teams up so you lose all those points. And for Team Int as well, they still come out with their 2 points. And Misfits, yeah, they're 2 games behind Oblivion Gaming and only a point behind. So yeah, these groups, they could go any direction.
That's it. Well, they're 2 games behind like Oblivion Gaming and only 1 point behind. They just need 1 win to really come on par with them, and they still have another set after that, really. So Misfits are in a pretty strong position right now, chat. Team Int have obviously played 2 sets. They've got 2 points, so they're feeling pretty strong there. I'm excited to see how Casaflata come in and how strong they can be. It's going to be really good. I like the fact that this league is now set up this way. It's enabled us to try it, as we really want to give it a go for next season anyway. So we'll see how that cooks. But yeah,
just makes it a lot shorter, doesn't it? It's 6 weeks instead of the 19 that it was meant to be. The other issue, obviously, with replacing teams, so the main reason really we've switched to this, obviously, Blazing Phoenix left. The initial idea was we were going to get a team Ingus to take over their point tally and then carry on with their fixtures, but then I don't know, it's kind of harsh on them because they've played 4 games and been 3-0'd in all of them. I mean, it's also harsh on the teams that haven't played Blazing Phoenix because they probably would have got their 3-0s as well, and they have to play a better team. So yeah, I think this was probably the best way of doing it, and like we said, all the captains are pretty cool to get on with it.
Yeah, they all seem to be really getting along with each other as well. Outside of the stuff that was going on, they're all getting along with each other now, and we've also got all of them quite excited to get stuck into this. So I'm hyped for it, buddy. I think it's going to be awesome. I think, yeah, I when it comes to making predictions, I don't know. I think Group B, I feel like Misfits have really impressed me recently. In the games that they've been playing in and what they've been coming up against, they have seriously impressed me. I think Misfits are going to win Group B. I think Oblivion Gaming, and then I mean I'll say Team Int and Casa because I have no idea how Casa are going to play. I think Oblivion Gaming and Team Int are going to be very close. I think Misfits are probably just going to etch out onto it, probably by like 2-3 points ahead. Group A, I suspect that I feel like Mem Ragnarok are playing really well. It's going to be between the winners of that group. Honestly, I think are going to be between Batista's Gang or Mem Ragnarok. I'm gonna say at the moment Men because I'm impressed with their play as well. I think Mem are going to take the lead. I think that'll be Batista's Gang, and then it's very close between Arcade Aces and Plush Keepers. I'm gonna put Arcade Aces and then Plush Keepers for that group.
Yeah, I mean, going down to Group B, I mean, obviously we mentioned Misfits, we basically lost 7 points and they're pretty chill about it, but probably the reason, we've seen one team throw their toys out of the pram and leave, but we're losing constantly every week. Misfits completely the opposite. They've been winning every week and very comfortable. That's probably why they're kind of chill about having their points taken, because as far as they're concerned, they probably feel like they're the best team in this league at the moment in total, and they've kind of proved it as well. For me, I think Misfits, they'll probably come away in first place. I'm going to go with Oblivion as well in second place for that group. I always said that they're sort of my dark horses for the tournament. The thing with Oblivion, though, they've got 2 rosters, and their sort of weaker roster was the one that got beat heavily by Misfits. Their stronger roster took the 2-1 win against Team Int, but we saw their weaker roster come flying back this weekend with, what was it, a 3-0 win against Mem Ragnarok and a 2-1 against Team Int. So no matter who Oblivion play, they've got a quality team. Team Int, it's going to be close, obviously, between all the teams, and we don't really know too much about Casaflata. They might come out and be absolutely incredible, and they've still got all 6 of their games to play. So yeah, that could go anywhere, but I do think Misfits first, Oblivion second. With Group A, I think this is the hardest group to call, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
I
really
think
do.
so.
I think Mem have been playing well, but we saw them against OG come unstuck a little bit with just how hesitant they were around the Ray fight. And if that kind of carries on throughout the rest of these games, they're going to drop some points.
Yeah.
Batista's gang with every team that we've played, and I didn't feel like there was a massive distance between the two teams there. Yeah, this group's very, very difficult to call, actually.
It's anyone's, isn't it? It could really be anyone's in that Group A, and especially because you've all just played one game. No one's. It's not like in Group B where Misfits are 2 games behind but still second place.
Mm.
You've all played one game. It's joint first place, joint second place is what you have in Group A right now.
I'm gonna go for. I think Batistas will win the group. You know what? I've been very negative about my own team. I'm going to back us for once. I'm going to put us at finishing second. We can only improve, surely. Come on. We played Misfits, who have been running away with the league on the weekend, and our first game against them we felt really good in that game. And then the second game, we were crap. Let's face it. Third game, they kind of gave us a free win. But it's just like consistency, because we've had games against pretty much everyone in the league where we've been better than them for at least the first 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So if we can tap into that a little bit more, who knows? But it's going to be super close. Like, literally, even Plush Keepers and Ragnarok could run away with it. It literally is anyone's game in Group A.
I do love, though, that now we have quite a few different areas of Europe represented here, chat. Obviously, we've got the UK, we've got Spain, we've got France. I really like it. I think it's a good overview.
And the Balkans as well with Misfits.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's awesome, mate. The whole point of this was to get EU teams getting to know each other and really practice before the UCS season, and I feel like that's what's happening here. It's not like certain leagues where it's just, oh, you're only allowed to be from the UK, you're only allowed to be from France or whatever. You can be from wherever in the EU. It's probably, glad that we don't have NA or anyone like that competing, because that happened with the Pokemon Unite Challengers League previously, and I feel like ping just causes too much of an issue across that board. So
yeah, because it was an EU league, and then they were giving because they had a home and away system like we did.
Yeah,
they were giving the NA team when they were home their own like ping, and it's because. No, it's just a bit pointless, because obviously the team that's, especially in a close league like it was, the team that has the better ping is going to win. It's as simple as that. But yeah, this is an EU-only league. We are looking at branching out to a different region. We'll keep that under wraps a little bit, because I think you're having a few conversations. But yeah, right now, obviously, the league was just designed for EU teams to get some practice in ahead of UCS. It's not like a massive, we don't have like a massive prize pool or anything like that. I know we're doing some trophies for the winners. But yeah, it's just about having fun and playing some games, and thankfully I think every team in this league now kind of gets that.
Yeah. Well, exactly, mate. So we will also be providing awards for most damage taken, most healing done, all that kind of stuff during the entire league. We'll get an update on where the standings are currently with that. That'll be quite an interesting thing. We'll try and do that as fast as we can, chat, but obviously we all work. We're very busy. So
mate, we work full time. I think posting to the website with this league is probably the most action it's had for the past year or so. So
yeah,
we're constantly busy, but we will get there.
Yeah, I'm doing all the casting because obviously I cast here, but I cast literally everywhere I get opportunity to do so, because my aim's to be on that big stage, and then also you've got full-time work, you've got all that going on, so it is a lot. You've got to remember that it is literally just me and Kaos that manage this, and Robo being the admin as well. So it's not like we have a production team or anything like that. The production team is who you see on screen right now or hear in your ears. That is it. That is the be-all and end-all of this. So do bear with us, but we'll try and get all these things out and ready, and give you all the info to really enjoy this league. So yeah, definitely.
That being said, if anyone does want to volunteer to do the stats for us, we would happily bring you in.
Yeah, and same with casting as well. Anyone that's listening that's like, you know what, I'd quite like to give Pokemon Unite a go at casting. I'd like to give that a go. Just drop me a message. I'm Spartan Tano on Discord, Spartan Tano on Twitter, or X if you want to be that weirdo, and Spartan_Tano on Twitch. Yeah, just drop me a message. We're happy to get casters in. We've had some players casting for us. I've got a couple of friends that want to cast that have never casted before. And you can cast alongside me. I've got like well over a year doing casting now, so I feel quite comfortable with it. And I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but I feel like people that cast with me feel comfortable. So
100%. Yeah, I can vouch for that.
so yeah, 100%. If you're interested in doing it, you just let me know, because we love also, like, this is a league for players to play and practice, but it's also an opportunity for casters to just give it a go. Really, you don't know how much you'll love it until you give it a try. That's genuinely how I felt about a year ago. So
yeah, so you've either dropped Spartan Tano a message, or even just email us. It's just newsdesk@goldenrodpress.com.
yes, I'll get that email up in editing on the screen somewhere. Somewhere. All right, next. I mean, do we have a feature planned? I can't remember, mate. This was very last minute that we threw this one together.
Think you were gonna give me a bash at one of these other regions that you did from last week.
Let's do that. Let's do just that. Let me get that up. Ooh. Pokemon quiz.
Right, so smooth, just loading up the browser.
Right, what gen do you want? Or do you want to do types?
I don't want to do Gen 1 because I know I could probably beat your score quite easy. Let's do Gen 2.
Gen 2. Okay, let's move on to Gen 2. All right.
I think Gen 2 is quite tricky because I think there's only about 100 mons, right?
Yeah.
Probably get about 50 of them, and then the rest of them you just forget about.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
Oh, bro, they've got a Chaos mode. Let's go. Wait, what's that?
Where?
Bottom right, mate. Mode Chaos Regular.
Oh, yeah, Chaos. Enable getting without predetermined placements. Quiz and timer will reset. All right, mate. I think they've just put them random on the screen rather than, like, you know. So if you say Charmander, like Charmeleon might be on the other side.
Make us throw a regular. Nah, throw a regular, mate.
I see. Okay, first.
My deck's not big enough for that, buddy.
All right, bro. I'll type. You throw them out.
Okay, let's go with the starters first. So Chikorita.
Oh, I hate the fact that it does spelling. Chikorita. How do you spell Chikorita, bro? Chick.
Is it C-H-I-K?
C-H-I-K.
Or Rita? I don't know.
Bro! Okay, let's put spelling help on. Chikorita.
It is. It's just a K. Chick with a K and then Orita.
There we go. Let's go.
A Bayleaf.
I swear down,
man. Then Meganium.
It's double E. Meganium. I'm gonna kill myself.
I fucking love this spelling. It's great.
Go on.
Totodile.
Okay, Totodile. A.
And Croconaw. Oh wait, it's for fires first, is it? For alligator. And it's not ER at the end, it's just an R.
What? Oh my god. Pokemon, what are you doing with your spelling, bro?
I think that was because of character limits in Gen 2. Could be wrong.
Oh, interesting.
And Cyndaquil.
I used to love Cyndaquil.
No. The biggest crime Pokemon did was taking its fire away from it.
Yes, yeah.
Quilava.
Oop, spelled that wrong.
And Typhlosion. Look at that, 9 in a row. That's beautiful.
What else we got?
Okay, so there's Sentret and Ferret.
Sentret and Ferret.
Hoothoot and Noctowl.
Hoot. Knocked owl. Nope.
It's that second half where I'm going to start struggling.
Yeah.
Spinarak and Ariados.
Spinarak, Ariados.
These are two that you'll have definitely forgotten, bro, because I nearly did. Ledibur and Ledian.
Ledibur.
You don't see them anywhere now.
No, that's so true, mate. Although they are on well, you do see them a lot on Pokemon Go. Ledian. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, like Pokemon
Barely
Go.
seen any Gen 2 on Pokemon Go, and I've been playing that quite a lot.
Oh mate, I see those two specifically all the fucking time. and Noctowl.
Oh god, it's actually getting tricky now. Alright, let's go SP on Umbreon.
There we go. There we go. The backups.
Oh, Miltank.
Miltank?
Hmm.
When's that coming into Pokemon Unite? What a
I want to see Milk Drink.
What a support that would be, mate. Like a
no, I want to see Milk Drink fully animated. I want to see a Buzzwole suckling the milk out of the Miltank.
Mummy, please.
Oh god, Mareep.
Mareep.
Fluffy and Ampharos.
Fluffy. Is it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why would you put an extra A in there, bro? Why? Ampharos.
And then you've got Wooper and Quagsire.
Wooper. Quagsire.
And Slugma, I think. I think that was Gen 2.
Slug my balls.
Hey. Oh, what's this evolve from? It's Mag Cargo.
Mag Cargo. they were really deep, like digging deep for that one, weren't they?
I was just trying to help you with your spelling. That's all it was. Oh, the babies. So Cleffa, Pichu. And then Smoochum.
Smoochum?
Magby.
What's
Smoochum.
Smoochum. I was just looking at my Pop Funkos to see if there's... Mate, why did I do this last week?
Togepi and Togetic.
Togepi. And Togetic.
Sudowoodo?
Sudowoodo!
Alright, let's just get some more easy ones off the board. So Lugia, Ho-Oh.
Lugia. Ho-Oh.
Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, there's an R in Larvitar, bro. Pupitar. And Tyranitar.
I'm trying to think of like Pokemon I use in playthrough. Oh, Scizor.
Scizor.
And then Steelix.
Steelix.
Oh, they brought in Steel type that gen. What else is there? Or was it literally just Steelix?
Probably.
Oh, Dunsparce. Dunsparce is a mon.
Dunsparce.
Dunsparce is a Gen 2 mon. Oh yeah, Marill and Azumarill.
Marill. Azumarill.
Oh mate, there's so many. What the fuck?
There's 100, bro.
Oh, Celebi. Celebi's an easy one.
Yeah, Celebi.
Was there any more legendaries? No, there wasn't. There was just for Pseudos, for Birds, and Celebi.
Yeah.
Huh. Right, I'll think about gym leaders now.
That's what Robo did.
So I've gone through the bug types. Faulkner just had actually no, I swear they all had just Kanto Pokemon. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, Apom. Apom and Heracross.
Heracross.
I think you've muted yourself as well. You're getting too excited, Brett. Oh, no, there you are. Oh, psychic types. Natu. Zatu, unknown. Slow King as well.
Oh, bro, I just spell unknown now. I fucking knew it was like that.
It's without the K, yeah.
Slow King. Halfway there, bro. 51.
Oh, done better than I thought, to be fair. Remoraid.
Bro.
Can't wait to see a spelling of that.
I put an A instead of an O, that's it.
It's alright. Octillery.
Octillery.
And then you've got Chinchou and Lantern with those two.
Chinchou? Oh, it's like that. And then Lantern.
Lantern, yeah. Oh, and then Mantine. Skarmory.
Oh, I fucking love Skarmory.
It's so strong in Go as well. It's crazy.
One of my favourite Pokemon. It's so cool.
Absol's Gem 3, wasn't it? Oh, Kingdra. The only new dragons I actually bothered to include. Right, where are we up to now? So we've got Skarmory, Mantine, Kingdra. I had another one and I got distracted. I can't remember what it was now. It's on that same. I said Mantine, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting types. There's running new fighting types. No, it's because Brawley just had fucking Gen 1 mons as well. Claire just had Kingdra.
I mean, there's some evolutions that you've not thrown in here.
Some evolutions?
Yeah.
What, from like Gen 1?
No, there's some that you mentioned here that like evolve. Or at least one that I can see.
Wait, let's see.
It might not be Gen 2. It might not be Gen 2 though.
Dunsparce, Scizor, no. Octillery doesn't evolve, Mantine doesn't evolve. Neither does Skarm. I'm gonna kick myself when I see the rest of them. It's crazy.
I know, right?
I play Gen 2 so much as well.
Is this what me and Robo were
like? Shuckle's one. Shuckle is a man.
The mighty Shuckle.
Swinub. Pillow
Swinub. Pillow.
I swear there's another ice type Pokemon as well. Oh, Delibird. Maybe look at where they are now. Because Apom evolves, so that's in Gen 4.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Oh, was that one you're thinking of?
Yeah.
What's the mon next to... I've got Slow King and then there's a gap. And is that unknown?
Yeah, that's unknown.
Is there any fossils? There wasn't any fossils, was there? It was always Gen 1. Oh, Houndoom. And Houndour. Oh, mate, we are struggling now, though. There's the dark types.
Yeah, mate.
There wasn't any... Oh, Mischievous was in Gen 2.
Mischievous. Trying to get that vocal working.
Right, let's think of the anime now. Is there anything that pops up? Who did Ash have? Oh, Ash cheated, didn't he? He had a fucking Charizard from the get-go. He took his little action replay to Johto with him.
I'm gonna give you this one just because I feel like you meant to say it. Oh, if Mamoswine's not part of this quiz?
No, Mamoswine's Gen 4.
So it was just Piloswine then Mamoswine? So what's that?
Yeah,
what's that after it then? Because like there's one after it, before Remoraid.
I can see where they are. Oh, I thought it would be Delibird as well. Probably another water type I've forgotten. There's so many fucking water types.
Yeah, they went off with water types this gen, chat. Off with it.
Yeah, but there's so oh no, Sharpedo is Gen 3.
Sharpedo.
With little crab things in this gen, or are they Gen 3? Crawdon.
Crawdont.
Were they Gen 3? I think they were Gen
Not
3,
part of
weren't
this quiz,
they?
yeah, Gen 3.
Hmm.
Struggling, mate. 65 out of
Oh,
100.
I have to call it there, you know?
Yeah. That's not bad though, considering you
No, that's not too bad.
usually have your Twitch chat do this as well, mate. So I think that's pretty impressive.
I want to see the rest out of Misfit.
In my opinion, I think that's pretty impressive. So I'd hold my head high with that one, bro.
Hmm. Until I see the ones I've missed. I guarantee there'll be something that I use in like every single fucking playthrough as well that I've just forgotten about.
Shall we click give up? Do you want to see?
Yeah, let's do it.
Crobat, Igglybuff, you were doing the babies.
Oh, I forgot Igglybuff was a thing.
Yeah, Politoed, Blossom, Hoppip, Skiploom, Giraffe.
Oh, Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff, Girafarig, Stantlet. No!
Mate, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune.
I even said there wasn't any other legendaries, was there?
The dogs.
There's a whole fucking game about Suicune.
It literally was a whole game about those dogs as well. Blissey, of course. Porygon 2.
Oh, Smeargle. I wouldn't have got Smeargle, even though I used him in like VGC.
When you said fighting
Tyrogue
types.
and Hitmontop.
I
used Hitmontop so much in VGC as well.
Yeah, mate. And the thing is, when you were like, oh, all the gym leaders of Gen 1, I was thinking of watching the anime and remembering when Donphan came on. Like, out of the blue. And, like, that was the first Pokemon you saw.
Oh, that was in the movie, yeah.
Yeah, that was, like, after the 151. And you was like, what the fuck?
Well, they did that in the Colosseum games as well with Bonsley.
Yeah, man. It was good. it was awesome. So, yeah, pretty good, mate. I mean, you always kick yourself when you look back on that and you're like, why did I not think
100%.
of that? But
that's all right.
It is what it is, mate. I think you did well. Me and Robo did better, but you know.
Yeah, but you had 151 Pokemon.
That we did. We had a lot more to go through. And Robo just like racks off all of the evolution ones like out the bat. All right, chat. That was a little bit of fun. So massive changes to the Challengers League. Do not miss out on the games. Week 5 will not be this weekend. It'll be the weekend after that. We'll have a talk about that now. We do know who is going to be playing. Let me just find out where we put it. Unfortunately, I can't get it on screen because it's just in some random DMs.
But... yeah, you'll also dox me because it's got my full name on it.
Yeah, it's also got Kaos's full name. So, you know. So, yeah, September 29th is that. Oh, my God, we're nearly at the end of September. That's illegal,
crazy, innit?
Jesus. Okay, so.
We are, Tano, 3 months and 6 days away from Christmas.
That makes me fucking buzzed. I love Christmas, bro. I get so much.
We're also like a month away from the end of pumpkin spice season. I'm gutted.
Oh, I love a pumpkin spice. The thing is, though, they bring it out so early that like they could just like last all the way to December with it if they just brought it out in September, man.
Oh, bro, well, I went on holiday, didn't I? So I went to Morocco and they had a Starbucks, and it was so much cheaper than the UK. It was like £3 for a large coffee. So
wow.
If I was every morning going there,
I would be vibing there, bro. Yeah, so let's have a look at these fixtures, chat. I'll say have a look. We'll talk about them. So September the 28th is when you will next have games. And at 6 p.m, it's going to be Oblivion Gaming versus HF. Who's HF?
The new team. That's the new team, isn't it?
HF. I thought that was CF. Maybe CF. Yeah, we'll go with CF. Because it's cross...
Oh, it is CF. Yeah, that's my bad.
It is CF. Chaos just doesn't know how to spell. That's all good. Yeah, so OG against the new team, and OG are obviously leading that group, so that's going to be a really good one. Then we have Misfits versus Team Int at 7 p.m. This is all No, that's UK time now, isn't it, actually? So it'll be 7 p.m. CEST, 8 p.m. CEST. for those games. And then September the 29th, the following day, we have Batista's Gang versus Plush Keepers at 7 p.m. CEST. That's going to be one hell of a game. And then Arcade Aces against Mem Ragnarok, 7 p.m. Well, that'll be 8 p.m. CEST. But those are going to be really interesting games with how close that group is, mate.
Mate, I'm looking forward to getting it back underway. Honestly, I think all of them, every single game there is going to be close. Obviously, we don't know much about the new team, so it'll be a real acid test for one of the favourites of the league for them to go up against.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a nice little thing as well about the new format. So it does mean that we have Group A always playing on this Sunday, and then Group B always playing on the Saturday. So yeah, it's quite nice to have that little split.
Yeah,
that's for teams as well because they can plan.
Yeah, well, exactly, mate, exactly. And then when we've had the group stages over, we'll obviously have a look at maybe some semi-finals and finals, and see how that goes on. We always love a bit of tournament play in Pokemon Unite. So, but yeah, so that'll be it for today, chat. We've 42 minutes long. I think that's a pretty good podcast episode for just you and me, buddy.
Yeah, we stumbled through it. We did well. We're clinging on towards the end, but there we go.
We did. Anything that comes into our head, we're just throwing it out there, chat. So let us know what you're thinking of the league, though. If you've got any sort of recommendations or if you've got any feedback, throw it our way. We just want to put on a fun league for people. We want people to enjoy watching it, people to enjoy casting it, people to enjoy playing in it. So just send us some comments, let us know. We are on Spotify, we're on YouTube over at Spartan Tano. Come and watch. All the games are also uploaded on my YouTube, the VODs, so people can go back and watch them if you need to catch up. If you're on your lunch break, you want to see some intense Pokemon Unite action, whap it up on that good YouTube. But yeah, that'll be it for today. So have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I've been Spartan Tano. It's been a pleasure to speak to you today. This guy over here has been Chaotic Espeon. In fact, other way, because obviously it's a camera, so it's backwards. Has been Chaotic Espeon, and we will catch you on the games, or the podcast, actually, before the games, the following week. Bye.
Bye.